how to deadlift safely and effectively. So today we're going to talk through 4 steps, all right? Number 1 is the setup, where you position your feet, your hips, your back, your head, your shoulders. Number 2, we're going to talk about technique. We can talk about the grip, all right? Where you place your feet, where you push from, where you pull from, if you need to pull, and where you drive your hips from. Number 3 is the lowering phase, okay? It's talking about what happens to your hips, what happens to your knees, what happens to your hands. And the last step we're going to go through is some issues we find common with certain clients, and we're going to just go through them, make sure you understand how to correct them going forward. So I'm with Max, my trusty partner. He's on deadlift, some super heavyweight today. He's hitting the 40s.
The 40s.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about the setup first, yeah? So where do you position your feet, your hips, your back, your head, your shoulders? First of all, Max is going to walk into it, and what Max is going to walk in with his feet roughly hip width apart. As he comes forward, his laces, the bar's going to be kind of mid-foot, all right? It's not really too high, close to the shin, and not really too far forward where he has to lean forward into it. So it's just going to be about mid-foot, all right? Not just above the sole of the foot. Awesome. From then, Max is going to drop his hips back, keeping that back nice and straight, and lower himself down to pick up the bar just by bending his knees. From side on view, his shoulders are a little bit further than the bar, and his shoulder blades are on top of the bar. His back's nice and flat, it's not curved. His head's nice and steady, it's not lifted up. Sorry for the hair, man. Or too far down, okay? His weight's going to go through his heels as he drives the bar up. And to start with, he's just going to put a little bit of tension on the bar there with his shoulders, all right? Just squeezing the shoulder blades together. Awesome, so that's 2 steps done. Now we'll work on the lowering phase. All right, when it gets to the top though, Max isn't leaning too far back where he disengages his glutes. He's just coming up nice and straight. Shoulders are squeezed nice and tight, shoulder blades. He can tense his butt, and his knees aren't dead straight where it's going to lock out his knees and potentially cause injury. From that phase, Max is going to push his hips back first, keeping the bar nice and close to his thighs. Once it just goes below the knees, he's going to drop his hips down, keeping them nice and close to the shins. That's it. His head's nice and steady. He doesn't drop his shoulders nice and engaged still. So if you go up one more time, buddy. Cool. From that position, he drops his hips back. That automatically lowers the bar. Love it. When he gets to his knees start to bend. That's where he lowers down. We generally find 2 issues when people start deadlifting for the first time, or have potentially been deadlifting for a long time, but just say they develop lower back issues or lower back pain when doing so. So the first issue we find is rounding on the back, and the second issue we find is lifting the hips up too high to start with. Okay, so first we're going to work on the rounding of the back. So if you get into the position where your back's nice and rounded, you can see there, Max's shoulders are lower than his hips. Okay, which is going to cause a lot of stress on his lower back. All right, which you see is quite common you see in gyms. So from that position, all I'm asking Max to do is drop his hips a little bit lower, push him further back, and really kind of open up his chest. Cool. Perfect. From that position, you're almost in a really good position. You just need to bring the bar a bit closer to our shins. All right, kind of mid-sole, like I said again. A lot of times you bring it too far forward, which causes us to lean forward into it. Okay. So 2 kind of cues. Bring that bar a bit closer to you, and make sure your chest is nice and high. All right, so we can see it. That's the first one. The second one is when the hips are up too high. Okay. Again, what we don't want to be doing, we don't want to be pulling. A lot of times you see when people's hips come up too high before the bar starts, they start to pull. They don't engage the back properly. Okay. So really think about pushing your feet to China. Really push them down like you're doing a leg press. Engage the bar to start with. Okay. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and drive up at the same rate from your shoulders and your hips. So if you give that a go, perfect. Squeeze at the top, and again, keep it nice and close to your shins and your thighs the whole time. Awesome. Max has demonstrated a perfect deadlift, I hope.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how to deadlift properly, safely and effectively, okay? So once you master the basics, then you can start adding a bit more weight into it and make it a bit more challenging for yourself, all right? Deadlift is a great exercise for working your derriere, your posterior chain. Okay, super effective exercise, but only like when you're done it correctly. What I would advise, if you're kind of like starting out on a fitness program, maybe don't deadlift straight away. Maybe build into that, okay? Some kettlebell swings and build up your lower back strength, so forth. Maybe start with kettlebell deadlifts and we can progress into that. Another thing, always start at maybe at the start of your workout, never do it at the end of your workout, all right? When you're at the end of the workout, you're gonna be tired, you're gonna be lethargic, your form's gonna go. You're obviously at the strongest at the start of the workout, so maybe chuck it in at the start and go from there. Love it. Awesome. Hope you enjoyed the video. There's some more videos below, all right? Like, comment, share if you can. If you've got any questions, please drop a comment below and we'll happily answer them.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.